Following presentation may contain too many cat jokes. Viewer discretion is advised. This presentation is rated CJ, Cat Jokes. Parental guidance suggested.
Mein Hut, der hat 3 Ecken. 3 Ecken hat mein Hut. Und hat er nicht 3 Ecken, dann ist es nicht mein Hut.
Time for another Opa's Corner. So let's start with some stories. A father, mother, and child went out to spend time on the beach on a hot summer's day. As soon as they reached the beach, they discovered that there was a black flag and a sign not to enter the water. The boy really wanted to get in the water, but his mother did not agree, and they stayed on the beach to rest in the sun and play in the sand. After a few minutes, the father got bored and turned to his wife. "Keep an eye on the boy. I'm going into the water. There's no way the sea is really that dangerous." After a few minutes, the boy asks, "Mom, why did you let Dad get in the water and not me?" "Because you and Father are two different people, and there are things he can do and you can't." "Is it because Dad knows how to swim really well?" "Not really." "Is it because Dad is big and strong?" "No." "Then why is Daddy allowed to enter the water and I'm not?" "Because Daddy has life insurance." Miss Rosie Jones was going to the market in New York when she happened to meet Father Patrick. "Hey, you're Rosie, right? I married you in New Jersey when I was posted there." "Yes, Father." "How's your husband and the little ones?" "Husband is fine, but so far, no children." "Oh, don't worry, child. I'm going to Rome next week. I'll light a candle for you there." "Oh, thank you, Father Patrick." After some years, Father Patrick happens to meet Rosie again. "Hello, Rosie. How's everything? Did you have any kids?" "Yes, Father. I have 3 sets of twins and 2 singles. Total 8 kids." "Wow! Where's your husband?" "Oh, he's gone to Rome all of a sudden. Said something about blowing out a candle?" A young girl who was writing a paper for school came to her father and asked, "Dad, what's the difference between anger and exasperation?" "It's mostly a matter of degree. Let me show you what I mean." With that, the father went to the telephone and dialed a number at random. To the man who answered the phone, he said, "Hello, is Marvin there?" "There's no one living here by the name of Marvin. Why don't you learn to look up numbers before you dial?" See, that man was not a bit happy with our call. He was probably very busy with something, and we annoyed him. Now watch. The father dialed the number again. "Hello, is Marvin there?" "Now look here. You just called this number, and I told you there is no Marvin here. You got a lot of guts calling again." The receiver slammed down hard. The father turned to his daughter and said, "You see, that was anger. Now I'll show you what exasperation means." He dialed the same number, and when the violent voice roared, "Hello!" The father calmly said, "Hello, this is Marvin. Have there been any calls for me?" A man came to see his family doctor. The man told his doctor that he wasn't able to do all the things around the house that he used to do. When the examination was complete, he said, "Now, Doc, I can take it. Tell me in plain English what is wrong with me." "Well, in plain English, you're just lazy." "Okay, now give me the medical terms so I can tell my wife." A 6-year-old and a 4-year-old are playing in the yard. The 6-year-old asks, "You know what? I think it's about time we started learning to cuss." The 4-year-old nods his head in approval. The 6-year-old continues, "When we go in for breakfast, I'm going to say something with hell, and you say something with ass." The 4-year-old agrees with enthusiasm. When the mother walks into the kitchen and asks the 6-year-old what he wants for breakfast, he replies, "Ah, hell, Mom, I guess I'll have some Cheerios." Whack! He flies out of his chair, tumbles across the kitchen floor, gets up and runs upstairs, crying his eyes out, with his mother in hot pursuit, slapping his rear with every step. His mom locks him in his room and shouts, "You can stay there until I tell you you're out." She then comes back downstairs, looks at the 4-year-old, and asks with a stern voice, "And what do you want for breakfast, young man?" "I don't know, but you can bet your ass it won't be Cheerios." An older, tired-looking dog wandered into my yard. I could tell from his collar and well-fed belly that he had a home and was well taken care of. He calmly came over to me. I gave him a few pats on the head. Then he followed me into my house, slowly walked down the hall, curled up in the corner, and fell asleep. An hour later, he went to the door and I let him out. The next day he was back, greeted me in my yard, walked inside, and resumed his spot in the hall, and again slept for about an hour. This continued off and on for several weeks. Curiously, I pinned a note to his collar. "I would like to find out who the owner of this wonderful sweet dog is, and ask if you are aware that almost every afternoon your dog comes to my house for a nap." The next day he arrived for his nap with a different note pinned to his collar. "He lives in a home with 6 children, 2 under the age of 3. He's trying to catch up on his sleep. Please, may I come with him tomorrow?" A woman approaches a man and says, "Excuse me, sir, I'm doing a little survey. Can I ask you questions?" The man says, "Yeah, sure." "If you're traveling in a bus and a female gets on the bus and she's got no available seat, would you give up your seat for her?" "No." "What if the lady that got on the bus was pregnant? Would you give up your seat then?" "No." "What if the lady got on the bus was a senior lady? Would you give her her seat then?" "No." "You are one selfish man. You have no manners. You men are all the same." "No, ma'am. I'm a bus driver." And now for the funnies. Velcros. Run. Freeze. Run again. Turn around. Run. No freeze. So what should I do, mateys? Just walk off the edge? Aren't you going to push me? Hello? Harg. Anyone there? Anyone? Anyone? Today I'm going to nap on the bed, the recliner, the couch, the area rug, the coffee table, and the desk chair. Oh, that sounds exhausting. The Craftmatic adjustable bed of nails was the least popular model. Needs more testing. Looks like a loose thread. That's what I thought. Will you please explain to me again why we spent a small fortune just so Junior could visit a pretend haunted mansion when we could have stayed home in a real one for free? Forget war parties. If we build a casino, they hand over their money faster than we can pour drinks. Hey, you're not in the pen. I know, I'm out on bail. Curtains. Indoor climbing center for cats. Look, lad, we've a flock of 3,000 to get through. Just shear the ruddy sheep. You are headed south. Your destination is straight ahead. When did we start trusting our own sense of direction? He probably wouldn't snore so much if his cartoonist didn't forget to draw him nostrils. Darn it, gentlemen. We need someone who's not afraid to poop outside the box. Cows, the beginning. What's that thing? I'm not sure. Looks like some kind of duo corn. Hey, don't just throw that on the ground. What were you raised by? People? I wrote an essay about what I did last summer, but I ate it. Clumsy ghosts. Acme Bread Box Company. Okay, calm down everyone. This monster, would you say he was bigger or smaller than your building? You can talk it over. You've left me no choice, Mr. Bond. Stir, stir, stir. No! Hey, buddy. I could push it with my invisible bulldozer if you'd like. Play dead as long as you want, young man. Those Brussels sprouts will still be there. There are two options. You take down the squirrel baffle and I eat your birdseed, or I eat the power line and take down your internet. IKEA job interview. Please have a seat. Look at Noah. What a shitty boat he's built. Mammals. Ha ha ha. What a bunch of sorry losers. Titanic. Over here! Roast beef sandwiches! These aren't honeybees, they're Arby's. Slippery when wet. We just washed the stairs, so watch your step. The Tim Bar. Okay, Rick, a couple of more rings and I'm legal. In God's kitchen. What are you cooking? Texas, why? A Texas poem. Barbecue is good, blueberries are tart. If you don't like Texas, well, bless your heart. And that concludes an Opa's Corner for this week.
Mein Hut, der hat 3 Ecken. 3 Ecken hat mein Hut. Und hat nicht 3 Ecken, dann ist es nicht mein Hut.
Opa's Corner is now available on my own YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe.